welcome race fans, and welcome to United Dirt Sim Series known as UDSS, and we're streaming live with our counterparts, Pushing the Cushion Productions. My name is Billy Idle, and I'll be your park announcer for tonight's racing action here with the Jessup Logistics 410 sprint cars. I have my partner in crime here, Dave Ward. Dave, you got your Discord on?
I do. So now we're sponsored by Gillette also?
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, we keep growing around this joint. This is awesome.
Yeah, tonight's going to be a great action. You know, we've had four absolutely unbelievable racing with the Jessup Logistics 410. Tonight we have 43 entries. What do you think? They're into qualifying now. There's about 4 more minutes. We'll get in the national anthem in just a minute. What do you think's going to go on tonight since this little mixer bowl with the 410s with so much horsepower on this track, Dave?
Well, I think you use that keyword action. It's going to be action-packed. You know, it might be a strategic race here. Things might slow down even though they're higher horsepower cars. People are going to have to decide if they want to give it all the gusto and go for it and risk putting it in the wall or run a little bit more conservative. It'll be interesting to see how these guys get around. But all the top talent showed up once again tonight. You know, I mean, I'm anxious to see what Tyler Schell's going to do. You know, I mean, he was what is he, 3 in a row now?
Yeah, he's won. No, he's won. He won 3. He's actually won 3 in a row, and that's always exciting. He's won. He won Knoxville. He won Lanier, and he won William Grove back to back, 3 in a row. Could this be number 4? Billy Brickley won USA International, the very first race. So yeah,
but he's sitting up towards the top. Tyler Schell is, so it'll be interesting to see if he can pull it off. Right now in qualifying, it looks like he's got the second fast time. Darren Detweiler sitting up on top of the board right now with a 10.472, 10.520 for Tyler Schell. Jake Greenwood 10.543. So the most wanted motorsports boys. I heard him talking. I jumped down into their room before the race started, and it sounded like they were going over a few things for setup. So I'm wondering if they found something with the qualifying times. It looks like they might be onto something here that it'll be interesting to see what we can do. You know, Jake had that great run last week, running up top. You know, with the in the top 5, had a really breakout night. Great for him, and now Darren Detweiler sitting on top of the qualifying board. These most wanted motorsports boys are stepping it up for sure.
Yeah, let's get into the national anthem. They're going to start racing here in about 2 minutes. The national anthem is going to take about 2 minutes. Let's get a national anthem, and we'll get right into racing, Dave.
Do it to it.
Two-time Grammy and 3-time Academy of Country Music Award winner Leanne Rimes in the performance of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ringing
Well, welcome, race fans, and back with UDSS and back at Fairbury Speedway with Billy Idle and Dave Ward. Dave, I'm going to let you go ahead, and I'll let you do me a favor because I got to get some. We got a little late start. iRacing
good.
froze up, so we had to go from there. So you could announce the rows. How's that?
Sounds good. Heat number 1, row number 1 is going to be Jeffrey Herrick in the number 49. On the outside, row number 1 is going to be the 06 of Rylan Gray. Row number 2 is going to be the number 21 of Shea Pallow, and your fast qualifier, the number 3D of Darren Detweiler, outside row number 2. Row number 3 on the inside is going to be the number 420, Nathan Kropasutsky, and outside of him is going to be the number 27 of Tyler Matheny. Row number 4 is going to be the number 56 of Randy Shreves on the inside and the number 12 of AJ Hobson. Row number 5 is going to be the number 42 of Blaine Brink and the number 96 of Chad Sainsbury. And starting all by his lonesome out there in row number 6 is going to be the number 35 of James Thompson.
Well, it's going to be 10 laps. Top 4 go to the final. We got some great racing action tonight. We have 43 entries, not a bad. We're kind of spoiled ourselves over the first race. We had 40, second race, third race, fourth race. We had 60 entries. We were totally booked up, and we got 43 tonight. And I think a little bit, not putting a damper on anything, but I think a little bit has to do with the Fairbury track and the 410s. What do you think, Dave?
Well, I think you're hitting on something there. We get a few throwouts for the season, so I think that's kind of playing in. These guys are points racing, and some of the drivers might have been using this as a throwout for the week. It is a hard track. It's a track that's going to probably bring some caution flags out, so be prepared for that. But we're going to see some great action. The line is all the way up against the wall. That's the fast way around the track, is all the way up against the wall. So we'll see who's going to take that line. I know in my 305 Silver Series race after this, I will not be doing that. So I will be down bottom feeding. But that'll be interesting to see if they take a more conservative line to hit the middle of the track to make sure they don't hit the wall, or if they're going to stand on it and pray for the best and hope they got what it takes to ride that wall and white knuckle it the whole race.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Short, small track, so we're going to have to get on top of our game, Dave, and get this going because they're going to be going green flag this time around. 10 laps, top 4 go to the final. Dave, take it out of turn 4.
Here we go. Jeffrey Herrick, Jayden Wolf, Darren Detweiler, they're all battling as they go in through 1 and 2. Got a blinker. Darren Detweiler running in that second position. Top 4 are going to transfer, so that's going to be Rylan Gray out front right now. Darren Detweiler sitting in second. Shea Pallow third, and Tyler Matheny fourth. Just outside that transfer position is Randy Shreves, so let's see what he can do.
Yeah, Herrick was on the pole. He was up in front or outside. He got into the wall coming out of 2. He got collected. He was running that cushion. That cushion's going to be extremely narrow by the end of the night. There's going to be some good racing on the bottom, but it's going to narrow up on top of the cushion, and their guys are going to be banging on the wall.
For sure. Yeah, Jeffrey Herrick just came over the race chat and said, man, did he step on it? And I think we both know what he was talking about. But it wasn't the gas pedal, but it must have gotten in the way because he put it in the wall and got a little excited. So he's going to have to probably run the alphabet soup because he's 4 laps down already at this 10-lap race. But Shea Pallow moving up into that second position, trying to chase down Rylan Gray right now. Darren Detweiler running in that third position. Randy Shreves taking over the 4th position for that last transfer spot. He's a ways off the pace. All you got to do is get top 4, Billy.
Yeah, top 4 makes it a final. Right now, Rylan Gray, they're running the top. It's going to narrow out like we said. It's already getting loose. Detweiler came off 4 the last turn. Look at that. Gray in the wall. Detweiler comes off loose. We got a race again. Detweiler moves to second. Gray moves to third. Paulo takes the lead. Shreves in the 4th spot. Nothing being contended with. And now look at that. Rylan Gray hits the wall again. And
I'm telling you right now, this is something that we are going to see. We're going to see quite a few drivers, take that, getting all the way up there and making that mistake. It's just being right on that razor's edge, and it's literally a razor's edge tonight.
Well, it's Paulo, Detweiler, Shreves, and Sainsbury into the final. boy, that was a tough outing for a couple drivers that started up in the front row. So that was pretty crazy already. This track is going to be wild. It's going to dry up, and these guys are going to be up on the cushion.
Yeah, and they're just going to keep getting closer and closer to that wall, Billy, and it's going to be crazy watching it.
Yes.
But I mean, you can't pass everybody if you're following behind them. So some people are going to have to take that mid to low line to make some of these passes work. But here we go, rolling into heat number 2. You want to take the first row, Billy?
All right, row number 1, starting in the 1 spot, number 23, Justin Stoles. In the 2nd spot, number 67, Miles Jansen.
Row number 2 is going to be the number 38 of Travis Oldfield on the inside and the number 85 of Mr. Tyler Schell on the outside.
In row number 3, in the 5th spot, number 90, Trevor Royer, one Fast Cat. In the 6th spot, outside of row number 3, number 99, Justin Brister.
Row number 4 is going to be the number 97 of Alex Hannah Banana and the number 77 of Dustin Sargent.
In the 5th row inside, number 39, Dustin Shreves. On the outside of row number 5, in the 10th spot, number 40, Wyatt Brown.
Starting on the end of the longest line is going to be Nathan Hall and the number 28. These guys work cut out for him, Billy. This is going to be a crazy one. I'm seeing some fast drivers up there towards the front. I'm seeing some fast drivers in the back that might not have had such a good qualifying outing here. So we're going to have to keep our eyes on this one and see how they go. They're going to get ready to let all of these ponies go here in just a second. They're green flag racing here at Fairbury.
Yeah, Stoll's up on top. Everybody's going to the top. A couple cars gone in the middle. A couple cars loose right now. That was Royer and Brister in the middle of the back. That got loose. Tyler Schell's moving up that third spot up against the wall. The green number 85, 23 Stolls, and Jensen 67.
Yeah, there was a yard sale up on that straightaway there when they all got together, but they kept them all going. And look at how dusty this track already is, Billy. I mean, this shows you right here what the condition of the track is. Your leader into the wall just a little bit, kept it all going, and all 4 wheels on the ground, so that's a good thing. Justin Stoll's out front. Tyler Schell in that 2nd position in the number 85. You know he's on a hot streak, and Justin Stolz is probably feeling that pit pressure coming right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tyler Schell did a slide job. I didn't have time to talk about that today because of the computer problems, but you're not going to see a whole lot of sliders, but you will, because this track is so tight and so narrow that when you throw a slider, usually you can see the slider going into the corner and coming up, and you can kind of see the guy. Here, if you throw a slider, as soon as you throw it, you lose all sight of the car, and not because of the wing, it's just because you're thrown in so hard because of the tight of this track. 3 laps to go. It's Schell, Oldfield, and Stolz, and Royer. Royer's taking a 3rd spot. Stolz in the 4th. Look at the dust, Dave.
Yeah, this is going to be kind of crazy just from a visual standpoint, because these drivers can see everything that we see right now. So it's going to be pretty nuts. And this track is what it is right now for these 410s. We are not going to do a reset as far as I know. So it's going to be run what you brung. Tyler Schell going to take that win. Travis Oldfield in 2nd. Trevor Royer in 3rd, and Justin Stoll's going to round out the top 4. Miles Jansen going to have to run up through the alphabet soup, as well as Alex Hannah, Dustin Shreves, Dustin Sargent. So there's some good guys there that are going to be having to run through the alphabet soup.
I'll tell you what, Dave, this is going to be crazy, especially coming off of 2 with that open pit gate. If you that turn tightens up so bad that if you get up against that wall, which these guys are going to be doing all night, and you get up where that orange marking is on turn 2 wall, and you hit that wall, you're going to be putting your car on a hook, man, because it's going in the trailer, because there's nothing going to stop these cars from destroying themselves when you hit that cement wall with that little opening on the exit pit gate.
Absolutely. Here we go. Heat number 3, all lined up, ready to rock and roll. On the front row is going to be the number 15 of Carter Chevalier and the number 86 of Chase Swafford.
Row number 2, number 55, Peyton Grease, and in the 4th spot, number 43, Jake Greenwood.
Row number 3 is going to be the number 1 of Mason Hannigan and the number 7 of Josh Flood.
In the 4th row, number 4, Tyler Street, and in the 4th row, outside 157, John Lepresto.
Row number 5 is going to be the number 41 of Jared Shipley and the number 37 of Nick King. So here we go. Heat number 3 getting ready to let them rip, and they are green flag racing back again here at Fairbury.
Man, there
Battle
is no
for the
time.
lead.
There is just no time,
Lead.
Dave, to do announcing and racing. This track is so tiny.
Yeah, it is, and they have these cars ripping around this thing tonight. Even getting into the wall some of these times, they're still turning down super fast times, so it's going to be crazy. Carter Chevalier dropping all the way back to 4th, started on the pole, now he's in 5th. So he is going the wrong way, unfortunately. It looked like Mason Hannigan might have had a few little issues as well. He was sitting in the 4th position there, so right now, Grease out front in the number 55, Chase Swafford in 2nd, Jake Greenwood 3rd. Carter Chevalier now taking back over the 4th position, battling with Hannigan. So there is a battle on the track right now for that last transfer position into the main event between Hannigan and Chevalier. One running high, one running mid. Yahtzee, Jake Greenwood upside down into the wall. Great run for him last. Whoa!
Mason
Holy
Hannigan
cow,
got
told
into
you
the
there
15 of Chevalier, and that was 3 laps to go, and 4 laps to go, no yellows. That was a major crash. This tight little bull ring.
That just took out 3 guys, all with different incidences on the same lap, right there. And look at that, and all 3 of the guys are already down a lap at least. Mason Hannigan, the only one able to survive, and he's sitting back in that 5th position. So tough break for Jake Greenwood, Hannigan, and Chevalier. So they're going to have to do a little bit of battling up through. Their night just got a lot tougher, Billy, that's for sure.
Yeah, especially on this little track. You know, I guess sometimes if you're in the back, this is where you're going to love the yellows if you don't get mixed up in the crashes, because the track's so tiny. Keep working yourself way up to the top, but these guys are just battling.
Well, you just took a blink. You just blinked your eyes there, and the race was over. Grease taking home the win. Chase Swafford 2nd. Josh Flood 3rd. And Lepresto? Was it?
Lepresto.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just like that, that race is in the books already. Man, I tell you what, you only got literally a few minutes in these 10 lap races.
I don't know if I like these little tracks, Dave. I don't get to get excited a whole lot. It happens so fast.
Well, there's going to be a lot of excitement, but hopefully these guys can drive with a good head on their shoulders and keep them off the wall and off of each other as much as possible. It's going to happen. This is one of those tracks where you just have to deal with the fact that you're going to get bumped, you're going to get rubbed, especially in the main event. We're going to put 24 cars out there on the track. You know, I mean, there's not a lot of space.
Well, there's definitely not going to be a lot of space if they ever go single file. They're going to be nose to tail.
Yeah, for sure, and it's going to be crazy. So it looks like we did take a track reset back to 10%, so they are gearing up for the Alphabet Stoop after this heat race. So heat race number 4, row number 1 is going to be the number 91 of Kyle Sargent and the number 20 of Jeremy Isabell on the front row.
In the grid, row number 2, starting the 3rd spot, the double aught, the buckshot, Billy Brickley. In the 4th spot, number 25, Richie Preston.
Number 3 is going to be the 14 of Marc Jessup from Jessup Logistics. Outside of him is going to be the number 6 of Robert Mancini.
Reminds me of the boxer, Ray Mancini. In the number 22 in the 4th row, 7th spot, Kinzer Dussel. In the 8th spot, Jayden Wolf, number 44.
Number 5 is going to be the number 16 of the infamous Tony Bachhoven and Joe Dowd. Here we go. We are racing. We barely got through that. How are we going to get the main in, Billy?
We're not. We're just going to do it quick.
Yikes, bikes. We're going to have to be in a hurry.
These cars are bouncing off each other, bouncing off the wall. It's like getting exciting right now. Sargent up in the lead right now, followed by Isabell, then Brickley. Your top kicker is going to let you guys know they're going to be switching so fast that you're going to think that you're putting crap in a box and shaking. It's going to get so mixed up.
I'm telling you what, we did a little bit of track prep and brought the track state down to 10%, and it's still dusty all over again. But right now, Marc Jessup from Jessup Logistics, you've heard it. He is one of the series sponsors, having a great night right now. in that 14J rocket. And Billy Brickley in the double aught right behind him. Richie Preston in third in the number 25. Robert Mancini in fourth. We're already halfway through this race. This is insane. These guys running a little bit lower line. Do you see what I'm talking about, Billy? They're taking alternate lines here.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Watch
what,
Marc
though.
Jessup.
It ain't going to last very long because it's going to dry up. Because look at now, it's already drying. Hey, that guy came out of the infield. Where'd he come from?
I missed it. I didn't see
Woo!
that. I'm focusing here. Billy Brickley looking like he is trying to wear down Marc Jessup right now.
Hey, he looks
So
like he's got a new
14J
color.
out front.
He's got a new paint job. The buckshot, huh?
Yeah, look at that. Says the guy that he'll never run a white car because he's the most superstitious of most of these drivers out here. Says if he's not in a black, red, and white car, then he's going to blow it up. It always costs him a lot of money, but
He's running good
the team
tonight.
finally talked him into running white, and it's looks good on him so far. So Marc Jessup taking home the win right there. Billy Brickley going to take home second position. Richie Preston in third. And the number 6 of Robert Mancini going to round out the top 4 going over. Jayden Wolf, unfortunately, best of the rest. And that number 44, going to have to drop down to those, into the alphabet soup. Get ready to go for the C main. Man, this is a fast show tonight.
Oh, starting in grid row number 1, number 20, Jeremy Isabell in second spot in row 1 outside Rylan Gray in the 06.
Row number 2 on the inside is going to be the number 39 of Dustin Shreves. And on the outside of row number 2 is going to be the number 4 of Tyler Street.
Row number 3 inside, Kinzer Dussel, number 22. In the 6th spot outside of row number 3, Blaine Brink, number 42.
Row number 4 is going to be the number 97 of Alex Hanna, the Banana. And the number 41 of Jared Shipwreck Shipley.
In the 5th row inside, number 16, Tony Bachhoven. And in the 10th spot, number 49, Jeremy Herrick.
Row number 6 is going to be the number 77 of Dustin Sargent and the number 37 of Nick King.
In row number 7, number 29, Joe Dowd. In number 14th position, number 35, James Thompson.
And Nathan Hall in the number 28 he has his work cut out for him. We're only taking 4 out of the C main to the B main, Billy.
Well, I know UDSS had made some changes. How many laps is this, and is yellows counting, Dave?
12 laps. I don't know about the yellows counting, but it is a 12-lap race, so they do have more time than usual.
Good.
And, yeah, it's still going to be 4 that go from the C into the B, so this is going to be interesting. We're already getting ready to go green flag racing here at Fairbury any second. There's the pace truck off. Jeremy Isabell bringing him down. In that number 20, nice slow start.
Couple new paint jobs out there tonight, aren't there? A lot of new paint jobs.
There's not a lot of new paint we're seeing here. I think some of them haven't even dried all the way. So Isabell and that number 20 going to jump out into that top spot at the moment. And Dustin Street's running in second. Tyler Street in third. Blaine Brink with the 4th position, that last transfer. But I don't know about Alex Hanna. I don't know that Alex Hanna's going to let him take that one easily.
Oh, we got a crash.
Man, when I tell you what, when it goes to shit here, it does it in a hurry. So,
that was Herrick that got into it. Went from 4th all the way to 7th and 8th already. Alex Hanna back in that 7th spot, but the Blaine Brink is on the transfer to the 4th spot. Blaine Brink in that black and green car. The orange number 77 is Dustin Sargent. That is for transfer. 8 more laps to go. They're working the high side right now. How long are they going to stay up there, Dave? Well, that answered my question. Sargent does a slide job and collects himself very nicely not to get into Brink, so that was a good little slide job, and he stopped it.
Yeah, it looks like Alex Hanna calling it a night tonight, so we'll be seeing him probably in the 3-5 silvers. But yeah, I mean, it looked like it was a frustrating start to Alex Hanna's night, unfortunately. Dustin Sargent still holding it down. He's battling with Blaine Brink. Brink just is not giving up. In the wall, a little brick in the wall also. So this track is really beating these drivers up tonight for sure. Top 4 still isn't Shreve and Brink.
Well, I'll tell you what,
Dustin
Dave.
Sargent working his butt off.
I'll bet you a lot of these
Number
guys
70
I bet you a lot of these guys wanted to stay home tonight with their wives and their girlfriends, because having a night like this is going to be pretty rough.
Yeah, it makes for a long night. It really does, Billy. You know, I mean, frustration. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully it can stay home and collect. Because you know, you get to that point that the frustration starts to kick in, and you have to battle through that because you'll start fighting yourself as well as all the cars on the track. Brink up into the wall there, so now he's going to lose some traction. Oh, collects Dustin Sargent there. Or transfer, Herrick might have gotten it.
Isabell, Shreve, Street, and Herrick, the top 4, go to the final. Blaine
Yeah.
Brink lost it on the last corner, got himself collected, and is going to end up loading it up on the trailer.
That was a tough break for Blaine Brink there, but it was one of those racing deals. And Jeffrey Herrick saying he was super happy to make it into the B main. But they're taking 8 from this one, Billy. So 8 go from the B main into the feature.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's getting exciting. 15 laps, they're taking 8. That's a good sign. We're going to get starting with grid row number 1, number 27, Tyler Mancini. On the outside of row number 1, number 67, Miles Jansen.
Row number 2 is going to be the number 1 of Mason Hannigan, and the number 44 on the outside of row number 2, Jayden Wolf.
In row number 3, in the 5th spot, number 420, Nathan Kropajeski. I asked him personally. And number 6, the number 99, Justin Brister.
Row number 4 is going to be the number 43 of Jake Greenwood and the number 91 of Kyle Sargent.
In the 5th row inside, number 12, A.J. Hobson. In the 10th spot, number 40, Wyatt Brown.
Row number 6 is going to be the number 15 of Carter Chevalier and the number 20 of Jeremy Isabell.
7th row inside, number 39, Dustin Shreves. In the 14th spot, number 4, Tyler Street.
And rounding out the field is going to be the number 49 of Jeffrey Herrick. So watch for him to be moving up through the field. These guys that just came out of the C main having to go right away again. And they're going to have to fire. They just keep right on rolling, right?
7th,
Hopefully you
yep.
don't have to even shut your car off at this point.
Nope.
They're green flag racing as we go green. We have a pile up already. Caution flag is out on the speedway. Yikes. That was a Yahtzee. There was a yard sale back there for sure coming off the green flag. So, Jeremy Isabell looked like he might have been involved in it. He's in that 10th position, so I don't even know which cars were in it. Did you see it?
Yeah, I just posted up. It looks like the number 67. I don't know who that would be because their number is not on our computer, but it looks like the 5th car. That looked like Kropajeski maybe with the 99 of Justin Brister. I'll show it again right now.
67 would be Miles Jansen. Is that who it is? Because it looks like he's down 2 laps.
Yeah, that's too bad that happened already.
But look at that. Jeffrey Herrick started dead last, and he's up into the transfer position in 8th.
And we talked about that earlier. We talked about yellows and having such a large car field and having a short track. But take it again, Dave. It's all yours tonight.
Caution flags are working, so the laps are counting. We are on lap number 5 right now with Tyler Mancini out front, Mason Hannigan in 2nd,
Jeski
in the 3rd position, and Jayden Wolf 4th. Jake Greenwood 5th, Dustin Shreve 6th, Kyle Sargent 7th. Right now, Wyatt Brown in 8th. Jeremy Isabell having a rough night, looks like.
You got Wolf underneath Kropajeski right now. He was all over Greenwood for a minute. Kropajeski went back 1 spot. Wolf moved up to the 4th spot. Kropajeski 5th. Dustin Shreve 6th. Brown 7th. And Kyle Sargent in that A spot right there. Car number 91. It would be that blue car. That is your transfer car. That is the last transfer car. If these guys feel racy and they end up collecting someone like right now Brown just did, hit the wall, that's out of the transfer spot.
Well, it's showing him still in the 7th position in the number 91 there for. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Kyle Sargent. Wyatt Brown in the number 40. He that white car right there. He's sitting in 6th. So Herrick having a rough night.
There's the
They
battle
are
right
all
there
over
for
the
the
place.
transfer, right? Herrick and Street, 8th and
Yep.
9th.
That is the battle. Herrick has it, Street wants it, so we'll see how bad he wants it, but they might both get lucky as we had another car in the wall. That was Wyatt Brown in that number 40. So, yeah, anything can happen. That's what I'm saying. This is kind of a war of attrition race. You just got to kind of use your head, run it clean, and hope for the best, and hope for other people to mess up, and hopefully you could just drive around them.
I'll tell you what, Dave, I haven't seen a track this smoky because of dryness. Honestly, in 2 months of iRace and 3 months of I've never seen a track this bad. It's really drying out. These 410s are laying some horsepower. They're drying this stuff out, and the checker flag's out.
Yep, so the transfer positions are going to be Mason Hannigan with the win, Jake Greenwood in 2nd, Tyler Matheny 3rd, Jayden Wolf 4th, Nathan Kropsutski in 5th, Kyle Sargent 6th, Tyler Street 7th, and Wyatt Brown in that 8th position.
Oh,
So
and Herrick.
Jeffrey Herrick missing the call for the main event. Dustin Shreve, Jeremy Isabell, unfortunately, Miles Jansen, Justin Brester, and AJ Hobson, Carter Chevalier. All of those guys unfortunately didn't make it. They got to put their cars on the trailer and pull out early tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, these drivers have got about 1 minute and 35 seconds. The track's small. Race fans, sorry for the little bit of information I've given today. We had a little bit of computer problem for my racing, and the track is so small, we haven't been able to get into a lot of things that I get into live for 30 minutes prior to the race. So stick around. The Silver Series is coming up following this. We're going to be live streaming the Silver Series. Should have about 50 entries on the same track here at Fairbury. But to go over some points real quick, we got the Buckshot in the lead in the 410 Jessup Logistics. He's leading with 252. He's got a win here. The very first win was at USA International. Tyler Schell in that 2nd spot with 239. He's sitting back about 13 points from the Buckshot. Shea Paulo is in the 3rd spot with 199. Marc Jessup 4th. Jeremy Sarfos in the 5th spot. Michael Sheridan 6th. Jake Greenwood 7th. Billy Rowley in the 8th. Rylan Gray, which Billy's not here. Rylan Gray in the 9th, and Darren Ditweiler 10, followed by Hannigan, Royer, Stewart, Griffiths, and Pepiot in the top 15. So we got a really tight battle right now. It's about 70 points separating the top 5, but again, there is some throwouts for the series here. So let me go real quick. Dave, I'm going to let you take over everything. I'm just going to go over through the quick sponsors. I'll do that, and you keep informed with the racing for the racers. We'd like to thank
watching the warm-up. Go ahead.
We'd like to thank Design Metal Art, Jessup Logistics, Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, Push in the Cushion Productions, Speed World Hobbies, and where most of these cars are painted by Dave Ward at Works Graphic. Keep in mind, if you want a paint job, get a hold of myself, Billy Idle, or my real name is Billy Bowerman. Text me a message. We'll get you with Dave. Dave could probably comment where his Facebook page is, and we could get into that right after the race. We will do some interviews, race fans, so stick around. A main event, 40 laps. Dave, take over the whole entire grid all by yourself, my brother.
Oh, really? I'm not getting paid for this, Billy. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Row
you
number
do.
one is going to be the number 21 of Shea Paulo and the number 85 of Tyler Schell. Row number 2 on the inside is going to be the number 55 of Peyton Grease and the number 14J of Marc Jessup. Row number 3 is going to be the 3D of Darren Detweiler on the inside and the number 38 of Travis Oldfield on the outside. Row number 4 is going to be Chase Swafford in the number 86 and the 00 of Billy Buckshot Brickley. Row number 5 is going to be the number 56 of Randy Shreves on the inside and the number 90 of Trevor Royer. Row number 6 is going to be the number 7 of Josh Flood on the inside and the number 25 of Richie Preston. Row number 7 is going to be the number 96 of Chad Sainsbury and the number 23 outside row number 7 of Justin Stoles. Row number 8 is going to be the number 157 of John Lopresto on the inside and the number 6 of Robert Mancini. Row number 9 is going to be the number 1 of Mason Hannigan on the inside, and the row number 43 of Jake Greenwood. I'm running out of breath, Billy.
I knew it. In row number 10, number 27, Tyler Matheny. In the 20th spot, number 44, Jayden Wolf. In row number 11, Nathan Kropajeski. In number 420, in the 22nd spot, number 91, Kyle Sargent. In the 12th row, number 4, Tyler Street. In the 24th spot, number 40, Wyatt Brown. We're going racing here live at Fairbury Speedway with United Dirt Sim Series 40-lap feature A main event with Shea Paulo on the pole, Tyler Schell in the second spot, and they're off. Dave, take it over.
Holy cow. Shea Paulo going to hold down that lead, but then, oh my God, there's the big one right there off the thing. Shea Paulo straight out of turn 4, got a little bit of help there. We are going to have to re-rack them and restack them here, and some people are going to have to fix their cars. Oh boy! So
look at that! Look at that! Look at how many cars there are, Dave. Right in that picture.
Yeah, that is insane. So look at Marc Jessup sitting in that second position. We're on lap number 3. Has no front wing already, Billy. He is going to have his hands full. That means no downforce on those front tires.
Yeah, that's not. Kropajeski back in the 19th spot already. You had number 21. I believe that would be Shea. Who would be 21? Shea Paulo? He's going in the pits right now? Yeah, it is. He's getting a new wing. Man, is that unbelievable?
Look at
crash.
that.
Ooh,
started on the pole, and he's in 22nd.
Well, I'll tell you what. One thing about Shea, man, Shea's a fast cat. You don't see him make mistakes like that too much. Actually, I've never seen him make a mistake like that. That just shows you how hard. So for a lot of you race fans that are really evaluating that crash and why did he get loose, that just shows you how difficult it is to race on a slick track. If you race fans start looking close enough and see that shine, that's all slick. That's like being on ice. So you got to eggshell it. Here they go, David. Take it over.
Here we go. Yeah, we're green flag racing once again. Marc Jessup opted not to make a pit stop, so let's see if that bites him in the butt, because I have a feeling it might. He has a lot of talent right there on his butt. Tyler Schell coming up in that number 85, trying to work over Jessup right now for the second position. Not going to get it done. They are 3 wide right behind Schell. Caution flag is out. Another 4 or 5 cars right there, Billy.
Wow, that's simply unbelievable. I mean, it's going to be like that through this entire race. I'm telling you guys right now. It's just that's the way this track is. It's not a crap show like a lot of people say it's a crap show. You don't know how difficult it is to race this. It's just that you're talking 410 horsepower, 800 horsepower on a 1,200, 1,300 pound race car, and it's just close to real racing as you can get. There's the crash again. Here it comes. Yeah, that's a yard sale in itself.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, this is it's gonna be a rough night, but this is like the Bristol of NASCAR. You know, you kind of just have to hope that you're there in the end. You know, we're 10 laps in on a 40-lap race. It's gonna be crazy, and the restart is gonna be the thing that can really bite you. Because, like you said, if you hit that slick patch with your tires, you're not going to get the traction you need to pull off the track. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing with the number 86 of Chase Swafford up front. So let's see what he does.
Oh,
right there, 14, and the 14 of Marc Jessup and Tyler Schell and the number 85. Both guys have tons of experience, both real world and iRacing, and it just happens. You know, it just happens, Billy. This track will bite you.
Yeah, here comes the buckshot, Billy Brickley. Look at these guys. These guys are getting looser and looser, and you know what? There's still 27 laps, Dave. This track is going to get already in the
cars
wall.
Upside down. I think that was Jake Greenwood there, upside down. So tough night for him as well. Boy, I tell you what, I think that we have the safest place out on the track right now, Billy. Being up here, I think we're in the safest positions.
Yeah, we're actually. I'm okay. I'm okay up here. I really am. I'm feeling really good. Me and my Captain Morgan, we're doing just fine. Here's the replay. Jake Greenwood right there, getting up against the wall. He gets collected. He didn't actually cause that. Oh, yeah, he got up in the wall. He just actually, someone got up in the wall and he had nowhere to go.
Well, it's going to happen, you know, and you have to hold on to your car and try and avoid the wrecks, because they're going to happen. It's a tiny track, lots of horsepower, and it's not even a matter of people driving over their head or trying to get up to the front too fast and making mistakes. It's just that track that will just bite you lap after lap if you let it.
Well, what do you think they're going to do, Dave? Do you think, I mean, this double file is not working, it seems like right now. I mean, it's a lot of accidents. Not that it's anybody's fault. It's just this is the way the track is. Do you think they're going to end up trying a single file to try to get some green flags here going?
I don't know. I mean, to me, when you do the single file, we might be looking at it, but when you do the single file here, the people in the back they did go single file, but it stretched everybody out. Look at that. People are still going through 3 and 4 as your leaders are entering the backstretch. So, but you saw a much more conservative approach from the top about 10 to 15, all trying to just get it going. You know, get a little bit of momentum on your side. 3D at Darren Detweiler looks like he has spun out. Gonna bring out a caution flag, possibly. No, we're staying green.
No, they want to get some greens underneath their belts right now for these guys.
We're trying to get some green flag laps.
Oh, and that looked like a back marker came in front of the leader and it collected him.
Ooh wee! This is crazy.
There could be a fight afterwards in the pits. We're going to have to get our cameras down there and see if somebody's swinging. Boy, that car unintentionally, didn't do it on purpose, but just came out and hit the leader. You look at the leader checking his car out, does a big burnout, like you really want to drive the track much more, right? But he's gonna check his car out right now. That's what he's gonna do, unless he's going to go to the back. But I don't think Swafford. Look at Swafford was checking his car out, Dave. He was going out there just checking it out because he got hit hard, and it looks like he's okay. He stopped for the pace truck to come by him, so he was just testing his car.
Yeah, I think he was just, you know, giving her the little shakedown real quick before we go back to green flag racing. I can't believe Marc Jessup is still out there in the 14J with no wing. That to me is just crazy. But look at the talent that we've got up front. We've got Chase Swafford in the number 86, Richie Preston in that second spot in the number 25. 00 of Billy Brickley sitting third, Marc Jessup fourth in the 14J. Fifth is going to be 38 of Travis Oldfield, Mason Hannigan in sixth. So Tyler Schell all the way down to seventh position. The guy's been on fire in these 410s. I don't think he's done moving up though. He dropped back shortly, but watch him in the green and black. I think he's going to put on a clinic here to work his way up towards the front.
Well, I know he doesn't have a nickname, but I did come up with a nickname for him. I don't know if he's going to like it, but if he's in the top 3, I'm going to interview him. I call him the Cushion Rocket, because when he rides a cushion, there's nobody that's faster than him just about.
Ooh, and he just dropped back a couple more spots, unfortunately. So it looks like he is having a rough night, but let's see what happens, where he works back out to.
Yeah, well, he's fifth spot.
He's moved up into the 5th position, so he's going the right way now.
Oh, he just missed
on rails.
He just missed the Buckshot's tail section just then on a slider.
Yeah, but you know, when it comes to these guys, the top 5, top 10, you know, you can run nose to tail, and you can trust that the other guy isn't going to brake check or check up on you. You can run it a little bit more freely because the trust is there between the drivers, you know.
Well, there he goes to the bottom. Tyler Schell in that 3rd spot. He's going to work his slider up. He goes up. He does a nice slide job. The rocket ship now.
Brickley in the wall.
Yeah, the Cushion Rocket's going to go to the top right now. Tyler Schell. Watch him go around Preston if he can. He's going to go underneath him.
Inside.
Take the 2nd spot right now.
Wow. He is all over the place. He's just driving around. There's Brickley back up into 3rd position. I think he took that from Preston, I'm sorry, from Richie Preston. It's so hard to see with all the dust. Brickley now having an issue down on the inside. He's going to have to come back up the track, and he lost quite a few positions all the way back to 6th. So Mason Hannigan in that number 1, he has got a little rocket ship, and it looks to be on rails at the moment.
There's the battle for the lead
between Shell and Swafford. Shell going to take it.
The cushion rockets up on top of the cushion.
We're going to have to talk to our sponsors, because I think somebody is going to have to put out a bounty on Mr. Tyler Shell, because he is bringing it in these 410s, having one hell of a race again. And we've got a car around backwards right in front of all the leaders, stacking them all up. Jeez, oh Pete's. Holy cow. Look like Nathan Krappa.
Jeski.
Shevsky.
Jeski.
And somebody else got into it, so we'll have to look at the replay on that one.
Yeah, Krupajeski got a little loose as you see him. He just collected some cars. That was out of his control.
Yeah, it's just the track. The track is the beast that you have to tame at the moment, not the car, not the other drivers. You just have to race the track and hope that you're like Shell and Hannigan and there in the end and can drive around, the other issues. Kropachetsky, right?
Yep, Krupajeski. Jeski. There you go.
Spun it out right in front of the leaders there, and they missed them, so that's a good thing. We're back to green flag racing. Looks like it's probably going to go green-white checker here, so we are going to be looking for the white flag.
Oh, Hannigan!
Out front. Yikes. Big slide job. Shell sees it coming, and they are going. Hannigan's trying to get set up for the...
Oh, and he does a wheel stand and gets hung up on the wall.
Right in the wall. Holy cow. That is it right there, Billy. So Shell with the win. Mason Hannigan in second. Trevor Royer in third. 14J of Marc Jessup in fourth. And top 5 for the 00 of the Buckshot, Billy Brickley.
Oh, wow, what a race.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Breathe, sir.
No kidding. That was crazy.
We didn't even have time for you to take a drink. You couldn't even do a shot at Captain.
It's still here on ice. It's watered down now. I mean, it's actually got a bunch of dirt in it and all this dust. That's what I get for getting in a tower with no closed room. I'm up here on the top level of the tower. It's open air and all kinds of craps in my drink. I didn't even get this drink. Oh, man, this is bad. This is not a good night for me.
Well, we are getting everybody situated. The top 3 went over 4 pictures. So that's Shell, Hannigan, and Royer. Let's see if anybody's made it into the Discord yet.
Yeah, they have. They have.
Yeah, yep. They're there.
Well, let's go.
All right, here we go, Billy. This one's you.
No, this is all you. This is all you, brother. I'll bring him in. You interview.
Third place, Trevor Royer. Billy Bowerman, take it away.
Trevor, this is Billy up in the tower. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hey, what a night, man. What a night. That was an exciting race. I know, a lot of people talk about crap shows and all that, but, here at Fairbury, there's really not much you can do because the track's so tiny and with the 410s horsepower drying the track out. How'd you feel out there, though? You were moving up through the, the food chain, getting up there and finishing in third spot. Were you happy with your car?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of Fairbury. Definitely not my best track, especially in the wing 410. I struggle a lot, but yeah, I felt good running the top. I threw a couple short slide jobs, like middle up, that felt decent. I felt like I didn't really screw them over too bad when I threw them. And other than that, I mean, I like midway through the race, I had to go and get use a fast repair because I got caught up in some stuff. So I actually started back in the 18th,
right?
With 20 to go. Then a few cautions came out, and I was before the long run we had there. I think I started 12th and worked my way up to third before that last caution, and then I didn't think I had a shot at those 2 up front. They were pretty quick. I was just honest. I was amazed that I was able to get back up in the top 5.
Well, no, you did a great job. I mean, you could have won it because, Tyler Shell is just a beast. I mean, and then you got Mason Hannigan that I've seen him race now 4 or 5 times in the last couple of weeks. And this kid's got so much talent too. And, you're right with him every time. I mean, you finished second to Tyler Shell at Williams Grove, and you guys put on one of the best shows
Yeah.
that I've ever seen. Did you, for the race fans that are listening, on your wing, because there's only so much you can do, and I always ask these questions because I want the race fans to know, did you have your wing completely all the way back, or did you still have it more forward to just try to get more steering so the car would turn around the short course?
I probably had it like, I think 7 out of 10 going back. I had my car pretty tight on staggered too, so I didn't really need to put as much wing in it. And then I was about 3/4 throttle all the way around the top. I really couldn't get on it any harder than that, or I'd spin the top.
Yeah, but with Tyler, Mason was throwing a slider. He threw the last 2 laps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to. I knew he had a talent. Don't get me wrong. It's just that this track is, once you throw a slider here, it's not like throwing a slider at Knoxville when you can throw the slider and you can kind of see the car to your right, peripheral vision. You got it, the wing's there, but you still. But when you throw the slider here, you throw it so hard that you're like almost backing it in, and you lose sight of that. So I really thought you were going to capitalize there for a moment on that slider if it went wrong or if it didn't go wrong, because it might have slowed him down. But it was a great run from you. Really proud of what you worked through traffic, and especially coming back. And like we were talking about earlier, the short track, a lot of yellow flags could help people that start in the back under some crashes. Where are you from? How old are you? Where are you from? And do you race big cars?
I'm from PA. I live about an hour and some change away from the Grove. I mean, there's like 8 racetracks around. No, unfortunately, I don't race in real life. I wish I could, but it's not in the It's not quite in the budget. So this is my substitute. And to finish your last question, I'm 30 years old.
Well, I'll tell you what. Hopefully that there's enough sprint car drivers, Tony Stewart, and all these guys, Byron, all that are listening. Hey, man, Trevor Royer doesn't even race, guys, so he's looking for a ride in a sprint car. So come and give it to him. He deserves it. If you've seen his race, come and give him a sponsor and give him a try. Trevor's an awesome. You did a great job. Who would you like to thank in your sponsors before you leave?
Hey, man, I appreciate it. I just want to thank my team, Black Diamond Motorsports, 19 Designs, Ultimate Dirt TV. You guys for putting on the show. Thanks for broadcasting. I can't wait to go back and watch it. And congrats to Tyler on the win and Mason on second place.
Well, congratulations. We hope to see you again. Thank you for coming. I know that our car count's been 60 and it's been 44 tonight, and it was a little low, but I really think Fairbury had something to do with it. Not to put down Fairbury. I don't put down anybody or any facility, but everybody realized that this is not an easy task, and some people just don't like getting wrecked. Yeah, nobody likes getting wrecked out, but, I'm glad you came, because even if you get wrecked out, you came and gave it yourself a shot, and you end up finishing third. Congratulations. Thank you very much for coming, and we hope to hear from you again and talk to you in an interview.
Hey, thank you so much.
See you, buddy. That's Trevor Royer from PA, taking a third-place finish. His last place finish was a second-place position at Williams Grove behind the man that won tonight, Tyler Shell. Dave, take it over, please.
Coming home in the second position, Mason Hannigan in that number 1 rocket ship. How are you doing tonight, bud?
Good. How about you?
You know what? I can't complain. We knew it was going to be a beast, a bear of a track tonight. It looked like it was super dry, slick, dusty for most of the race. How did you make it through all of that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I had a pretty good setup from the beginning of warm-up. Did something a little bit different I wouldn't have done on a really slick, tacky, well, not tacky, a very slick short track. So I decided to give it a shot tonight, and it's pretty good. So ran it, and I felt like I was a little bit quicker than Tyler, but just kind of ran out of time at the end, and I'll take a second.
Well, it seemed like there was just as much of a battle with the track as there was with your opponents. Did you feel the same way?
Yeah, the track was it was definitely a battle. Just slicking off all night up to the wall. it had a lot of give up there, and you could run it in really deep and it'd stick, and then you get to the middle of the corner and the wall would move on you, and then it wouldn't give anymore, and then it'd give a little bit more at the end. So, it's just a matter of battling the track and finding out where you're quickest at. And I was quickest at the top all night and had the wing forward, and she just sailed.
Well, I tell you what, man, you made it look easy, and I can assure you, race fans, it isn't that easy. These guys put on a clinic, and I tell you what, you're getting pretty used to these interviews now, huh?
Yeah, trying to. At least every week, just trying to.
There you go, man. That's awesome. We're glad to have you here in UDSS, and how have you enjoyed your stay so far?
Yeah, it's a great league. Tyler and all the guys, elbows up, and all the other different teams, and really give a good competition race. And it's just a matter of racing with the right guys at the right time, and just having a little bit of fun.
For sure. Well, who would you like to thank? Who helped get you out here tonight?
Oh, Black Diamond Motorsports for sure. We're a pretty good team, and we work every day and just try and get quicker, and and I'm getting a little better myself, so just trying to improve. Some styles, helping do my graphics. Very good paint guy. If you'd like to go to him for a sprint car paint or any paint at all, go to Some Styles Facebook page. Um, you know, Sharp Advantage, Brown and Miller Racing Solutions, Simpson, Ultra Shield, Kenny's Components, Integra, FK Rod Ends. And this car's been on a rail for the past couple of weeks, so we'll see if I can do that next week too.
Man, I tell you what. Well, hopefully we'll get another chance at an interview with you, and always a pleasure having you, Mason.
Yep, thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
That's Mason Hannigan, our second place finisher from Pittsboro, Indiana. The Little Hurricane, they call him. His father was Randy Hurricane, so if a lot of you fans out there know who Randy Hurricane, that is his father, and this is the Little Hurricane. And it's nice to see him up there.
I thought we were supposed to call him the Great Depression.
No, I won't do that because he put down the Little Hurricane.
I tell you what, he made it work tonight. Hey, and in with us now is your winner, Tyler Shell, the number 85 rocket ship on rails out there. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Can't complain. I think I had the safest seat in the house because watching and calling all the action, there was plenty of it. We're both tired, and it looked like you had one heck of a race and one heck of a battle out there.
Yeah, for sure. I'm tired. It's I don't think anybody wants to go to this track ever. It's kind of just put on the schedule to be there, so kind of got to make the best of it when you come.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that because we were talking at the beginning where we said that it looked like maybe a few drivers might have used this as their throwout weeks, with us having two, that they might have decided to park their rig for tonight and let everybody else have the fun. But you weren't scared, and you put it up on the podium and took the win tonight. So I think that's saying something for sure. We're gonna have to talk to our sponsors and see if we can get a bounty. We had one for Brickley. We need one for Shell, Mr. Bowerman. We need to work on that.
Yeah, I know this guy's a beast. I mean, Tyler, you're just a beast. This is Billy Idol up in the tower. Hey, I gave you a nickname. I know you don't have one, but I call you the Cushion Rocket because there's nobody that rides the cushion like you. I mean, I've seen you make some unbelievably passes where you were squeezing in and sticking to it and never lifted and made it and not touched anybody or wrecked anybody. But I saw you go to the bottom today. You had no choice. I know that because of this track. You did some sliders. You stopped a couple from collecting anybody, but you did a couple and blah, 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 So I know how difficult it is to do sliders, but you're just honestly, you're just fun to watch, man. I really appreciate your talent and have the opportunity not to be racing myself a lot yet, but I really appreciate your driving ability and what kind of show you put on for our race fans. So when I announce you normally and you're around in other live streams, I'm going to call you the Cushion Rocket because there's just nobody faster up on the cushion than you.
Funny you say that because I'm like the opposite. I like rolling the bottom. You just haven't been to a track where I can really roll the bottom.
Yeah, I've only seen you race three
So-
times, 4 times, and you've always been on the cushion.
So we're gonna have to
If I,
start calling them the catfish, huh? 'Cause he's a
yeah,
bottom feeder.
yeah, I gotta go where they are, and I guess, and try to make whatever the fast lane is be fast. But if I can run the bottom, I try to make the bottom work the most.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, do you do so the race fan? Do you do a lot of setups yourself, and or do you have a lot of friends that actually help you all come up with your setups, or do you do it a lot of it yourself?
We do it as a team. Elbows up. We have a bunch of us on there that we work most of the days out of the week to try to make the car roll fast at every track, and it's been working.
Oh yeah, you did. It's a great job. It's like I said, like you went back to, I think you went back to 15th or ninth. A couple, I mean, just it was hectic, and I never counted you out, and I kept going. He's coming back, and here comes Tyler again, coming through the traffic, and I knew a lot of yellows were going to play in factor in this track. So anybody that got farther back in general, it gave them an opportunity if they didn't collect it in a crash to move up. But you came up through traffic through greens, not just a yellow, and happened to get by someone and started up there. But it was a terrific job of your driving talent that you had showed everybody that you can have. How long have you been racing now?
2.5 years.
Wow. And do you race a real car?
I'm just on racing.
Not
Right.
yet, is what he's saying. I think he's got a future for sure. Watching him wheel these cars around, especially such a tight turn or tight track tonight, and the track was just it kind of just fell apart. It was just trash. But I mean that's it, and you have to race what's brought and set in front of you. And tonight you did it once again.
Yeah,
You
that's
might
how
be
this
the
track
magic man.
gets. This track's just once it gets slick, it's just put it around the top momentum. And real, I think to help the bottom, you gotta move them infield tires in like they did at Kokomo. But I'm not the one that does that, so my opinion's irrelevant.
iRacing, if you're listening, iRacing,
You couldn't you
help
couldn't
us
bump
out.
you couldn't bump the tires with your left front end and scoot them in. They wouldn't move, huh?
I already tried
No,
that, Billy. I already tried
if
that.
you,
It
it
doesn't
don't work
work.
if you try.
Well, thank you.
If you bump the right
Yeah.
it's better.
Well, thank you for
Well,
coming.
give us your list.
Yep.
Who do you want to thank? Who helped get you out here tonight? We
I
already
like
heard
to
the
thank
elbows
you
up,
guys
and they are awesome.
putting this on. It's a lot of fun coming. See you guys every week. I'll be back next week. But yep, like thanks Elbows Up and our sponsors: Anderson Speedway, Motorsport Speed, Jessup Logistics, Paints by Tuna Can, Herrick Real Estate Company, Herzl Photographs, Catch Fence Apparel, and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Tyler, and we will. Well, I'm wondering if we'll be doing another interview with you next week. You seem to
Yeah,
have taken the
hopefully.
series by storm, sir, and we're super glad to have you for sure.
Yep. Super glad to race with you guys.
All right, buddy. You take care. Have a great night.
Yep, you too.
Well, what a
Well,
night.
Billy,
Fairbury.
that is gonna do it for us, man. That was crazy, but it's over now.
Yep, and now the next one's going to begin. The Silver Series starts in about, we'll be live about 10, 15 minutes. You're going to be going racing, which is going to be fun to watch you race. And I
You mean
think,
we're gonna go racing?
yeah, and I think they're going to probably get 40, 50 entries again. I mean, we've been not shy of 48 almost every race. So it's going to be exciting. Again, thank all the streamers and the fans for watching and the families. Again, COVID-19 still out there. Everybody stay safe. Love your friends, love your neighbors, love your family. Be close, do what's right. It's a deadly virus, and we don't want anybody passing it or dying on us. And we're feeling all the sorrows for the families that have lost their loved ones and are not together. So just be blessed that we wake up every morning and we get to sim race, or we just get to wake up with our loved ones. And that's about it. I always give that little funny speech, but it's true. Life could be so much worse, and we could be fighting with people and stuff. So thank you for seeing us live on YouTube and streaming with Pushing the Cushion Productions United Dirt Sim Series. Thank you. Good night. Anything you'd like to say, Dave?
Thank you, Billy.
See you, brother. See you, everybody.
All right.
God bless you all.
Good night. Stay tuned. We'll be on for the 305 Silvers in just a few minutes. Thank you, guys.
you off.